Welcome back to the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Safety Systems. You see the website right there. Make sure you spell it right. Safe, letter T, systems.com to get there. Security needs, they do the alarm systems, cameras, lights, all controlled with the touch of a button. Entertainment needs, top quality video options, professional lighting, theater quality sound, security or entertainment. They do them both. Safety Systems, nobody does it better than those guys. Coming up on their 20th anniversary in January. Safety Systems. Give VFL J.J. Surlis a call. All right, this segment's called Second Guesses. There's not much to second guess yesterday. And even the thing I'm going to throw out here is the second guess. Ultimately, they got it right. But Bob and I were talking on the phone, and there was some debate. All right, what do you do right here? Tennessee has just fumbled the exchange between Garantano and Chandler. He's got the bad wrist. He's handing it off with two hands. Even after the game, he said, put it on me. Because of that, I'm having to do it with two hands. So you get the ball back, 1:17 to play at your own 2-yard line. Personally, knowing that you've got that issue, taking snaps but also hand the ball off, I think I would have gone with Maurer there. Now, they went Garantano, worked out, especially on the last play, which Bob actually suggested they run right before they ran.
So did I.
I didn't want to talk to you, so you, if it's not on Twitter, I don't see it.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't count. But anyway, what would you guys have done there? Did everybody think, oh, yeah, it's Garantano, or was there any debate in anybody else's mind as to, I don't know, he just fumbled this. Thoughts on that last drive and how they handled it?
I would have gone either Garantano or Jennings, but where the ball was, I wouldn't have gone Jennings snapping it to him in shotgun. You have Garantano and Maurer both coming off fumbles. So with the lack of trust you might have with Maurer, what if Kentucky's showing you something defensively that Maurer doesn't pick up to where they get into the backfield and hit you? I would have stuck with the veteran who's more likely to understand what you're doing. Plus, he's probably mindful of the fact that he just fumbled the football, so he's going to make sure he's taking care of it beforehand. He
also limited you, though, because you knew they were going to go in one direction for most of those handoffs.
But you know that might have worked out in your favor on that last play. But I would have strongly considered going to Maurer right there, just because of the taking the snap thing. So I would have. That's what we talked about. I think that would have been a real option.
What would you have done, Chuck?
I think it was easy to look at. The announcers wondered too. I think it made sense to stick with Garantano. Pruitt put the fumble more on Chandler. I thought that was interesting. I thought that was interesting too. I don't know if you buy that 100%.
Well, but he said coming in, he said, looked to me like he just dropped the ball or something. It was all on Chandler. That's what he said coming off the field. But he hadn't seen it on tape. I think when he looks at it on tape, he's going to see that it was a two-handed handoff.
It was a funky-looking handoff, yeah.
Which, I mean, look, I'm surprised you haven't had more issues out of Garantano taking snaps and handing the ball off with a broken wrist.
Well, actually, I would have gone with Garantano because I thought it was Chandler's fault. I did. Okay. I thought he put it where he should have, even though it was a funky-looking handoff, but I thought it hit Chandler, and he lost it. Okay. So I blame Chandler more than I did Garantano. And I agree with Josh's point, too. If there's something that's thrown at you that is a look that you're not familiar with, I wouldn't want Maurer checking like a quarterback sneak against Alabama.
Yeah, no, I wonder how much ability to check down there. You're at the 2. Yeah. I'm guessing they're just going to run the play that's called, but
probably.
But either way, anyway, that was a more interesting end of the game.
Everybody's wondering it at the time.
Yeah, yes. And I think that they got it right ultimately. So it's a second guess that's not really a second guess. Just thought that was worthy of discussion because there's different ways to handle it. The other problem with going to Maurer is he's been sitting over there for the entire half, so he would have been cold at that point. Right. But what Garantano said after the game that he thought it hung up on his wrist thing a little bit, but that might have just been him taking the fall. So, at any rate, when we come back, has Pruitt turned the program around? We'll discuss.
Hey, when you're away from home, catch us on Facebook Live, our YouTube channel, or on SportsSource.tv.
Let's do it.
This is the Sports Source.